Taking a live look outside at a beautiful start to fall out there. Now we officially have about 13 minutes before that fall season technically kicks off, but if you take a step outside or if you already have today, really doesn't feel very fall-like out there. It's unseasonably warm on this Monday afternoon, but cooler temperatures are headed our way over the next couple of days, but we have to go through a rain and storm chance to get them. That's where these first warns come in, both for Tuesday and Wednesday. We're monitoring both of those days incredibly closely for the chance to find some impactful rain and thunderstorm chances, like I mentioned. Now, the most likely time to find those storm chances and the most impactful time within these next 2 days are going to be arriving early Tuesday morning, but we will be watching around the clock on this rain and thunderstorm potential to keep you ahead of the curve on that. So first, let's take another look outside, and I want you to enjoy that sunshine today because we won't have it, or at least as much of it, over the next 48 hours or so, though that sunshine is keeping things very warm out there. Already 80 degrees here in Kansas City. Some of us have been lucky enough to stay in the 70s so far today. That's areas who saw thicker fog this morning and are now a bit behind on the warm-up trend through the afternoon. But we all look to reach right around the low to mid 80s today. That's your Monday, and in the background of everything, we are going to be finding, besides a brief break from the rain, more humidity that will then feed into tomorrow's rain and storm potential, as well as Wednesday's too. That's when those rain chances start to boost. They come back, especially on Tuesday. That's going to be a 70% chance of rain. Wednesday, we were able to take back down to a 50%, and that thunderstorm potential itself is going to be lower on Wednesday than it is on Tuesday. Wednesday is more so looking like some scattered showers out there in the morning that we will be monitoring for, and that could still briefly slow you down every once in a while. But on either side of those 2 days, we don't have any rain chances on the board, so we'll thankfully be able to dry out through the last couple days of your work week, and we look to stay dry through the weekend too, as we just enjoy the benefits of some cooler temperatures that these rain chances will bring us. Now, it's not a massive cool down, but definitely one that will get us back into the 70s over the next couple of days, so we will be very thankful for that. Let's talk Tuesday, because it does look to bring higher impact, with the chance to find some stronger thunderstorms in the morning and potentially right around that morning commute. That's going to be when that next first warn comes on the board, and when this large system of rain and thunderstorms pushes into our neck of the woods. It's all driven by this deep low pressure system that's going to swing on from our south and then eventually, or rather swing in from our west and eventually to our south, drumming up a lot of rain, rumbles, and in general wet weather through these next couple of days. Even through Wednesday there, you could see those scattered showers still possible as we round out our day. For Tuesday, though, the greatest chance to find rain and the most impactful of that rain, as I've mentioned, is in the morning hours. So that's right around the morning commute from around 6-7 a.m. on through lunchtime is when we look to cash in on the highest chance for rain alongside the highest chance for thunderstorms. After that, we start to pull back those rain and storm chances into the afternoon and evening. Still have a chance to find rain and rumbles in those hours too, but that initial first round and that larger round of rain will arrive in the morning. Alongside that, we do have a good chunk of us included in this severe weather outlook for Tuesday morning. It's the highest for our northwestern Missouri communities and portions of northern Kansas too, though the rest of us, almost all of the rest of us, will be included in this 1 out of 5 risk. Now again, this isn't for today, it's more so for early Tuesday morning. Again, right when we're trying to get on the roads for that morning commute, we do have the chance to find some thunderstorms on the strong to severe side. It won't be every thunderstorm, but some of them out there do have that chance, as we have plenty of thunderstorm ingredients in the atmosphere tomorrow. If a few of those storms do get on the stronger side, then gusty winds and hail are going to be the main concerns with that. Hail up to about a quarter size and winds 60 miles per hour or so in the form of quick wind gusts are going to be possible. So we'll be watching for power outages too. Know that that's a possibility as you start your day. It's not guaranteed, but if we do start to get some gusty winds, that's always something that we have to keep a close eye on. Here's the rest of your Monday. You could see staying dry, clouds every once in a while, trying to see the beginnings of that moisture up in our skies, but it really comes into work Tuesday morning. We could see up towards northwestern Missouri, essentially right after midnight, they could start to find some rain and some thunderstorms up there before this larger system pulls in from the west. This will be looking like waves of rain and storms possible, especially in the morning. So there's that morning storm chance right there, starting to pull in from central Kansas and even portions of Oklahoma into our area right about the time we're hitting the roads. And even after that, that's also why we're keeping a close eye on that bus stop tomorrow morning, because the vast majority of us do look to be tapping into this rain to start our day. Even as we go into the afternoon hours, though, storm chances still on the board very clearly. They're on future track radar, and it's possible that while that rain and storm chance will decrease through the afternoon, that we are still finding scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms within those showers around the area around the evening commute too. Then we round out our Tuesday with a scattered shower chance. That's where we'll start our Wednesday as well. Just in general, looking to be a bit wetter before we finally start to pull those rain chances out lunchtime and then on afterwards through the rest of your Wednesday evening. Wednesday evening is looking significantly drier. So let's review these two first warns and what they're all about. First of all, that higher rain chance and that higher storm potential is on Tuesday, especially in the mornings. That's when some strong storms are possible, especially checking out northwestern Missouri. That's somewhere we're going to be watching very closely tomorrow. First Warn 5 meteorologist Warren Sears will be in tomorrow morning bringing you the latest on that. Then after that, still possible, we find some isolated thunderstorms on your Tuesday afternoon before lingering shower chances come into play on your Wednesday. By the time we're reaching Wednesday evening, when these rain and storm chances really wrap up, could be catching a drink of water that we so desperately need. It's been very, very dry out there this month and last month, so we'll take any measurable rainfall we can get. And while it's not looking to be a complete washout, and rain totals and forecast rainfall potential has really started to taper back over the last couple of days, we're still thinking we could catch a healthy ½ to inch of rain. That's going to be the most likely scenario, but for those folks who may just miss out on a couple different rounds of rain, you may be on the low end here, 1/10 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch. Or if you have the opposite situation and you got locked into an isolated downpour or just more rounds of rain, that's where you could be on the high end, potentially finding an inch or more. But the most likely scenario, and the one that most of us are going to find, is from around ½ an inch to an inch. So our rainfall totals, they're kind of in this narrow range, but where you exactly fall in that range has a lot to do with exactly where that rain ends up falling. So just keep that rain gear in your car, bring it with you on your way out the door tomorrow, and don't let go of it through the next couple of days. Not a bad idea to have that on hand. In terms of flood risk, it's really not high. We're looking at a 1 out of 4. But even still, I think that that's going to be not as much of a concern. Of course, we're watching for it. And of course, those low-lying areas or maybe those dips in the roads where you have some divots and things like that, should just be careful around them. But flood risk, really not that overwhelming over the next couple of days. Though, just keep in tune with us. And if things start to change on a dime, we'll of course be keeping you updated all around the clock. And by the time we get to Wednesday, that flood risk at all really drops off. So in review, today, enjoy it, enjoy those warmer temperatures until we start to find a cool down that will take us to a more seasonable taste of this fall weather through the rest of the week. That's mid to upper 70s. Eventually by the weekend we'll be a bit warmer in the 80s, but pretty comfortable out there, especially once we clear these next couple days of rain and thunderstorm chances. will be dry, or at least looking to be through the weekend. Not kind of what we had to deal with this past weekend, so that will definitely be nice. But Tuesday and Wednesday, stay flexible, stay on your toes, and make sure that you're staying in tune with us, because we're watching that rain and storm chance very, very closely, and keeping a close eye on that Tuesday morning commute too. Keep that rain gear with you, because we'll have a couple days of rain chances. And as always, we'll talk to you soon, and just be getting ahead of these next couple days.